The best thing about art like this is it takes the kids off the streets from doing negativity and doing something they love to share, you know, which is a beautiful thing.
You have to have somebody who's your hero. And I think that, and bring it back, what you're doing is you're bringing people together who are individuals. You're inspiring them because they're able to see various levels of skill together, working together to help each other. They're able to see how real business and social politics end up working. And if they are able to bring a skill and bring a humble attitude, then they will receive help through a community that you're supporting. And the whole thing is, if you have somebody who comes in a local area who's inspired to do painting or be a rapper or whatever it is, and they want to promote it successfully to their peers, they have to meet a global standard of at least getting it to a CD. They learn how to transfer media from a CD to taking a music video. And these are skills that are, you know, just for fun when you're 15, that when you're 30 and you've gotten a degree, not only does it, as an employer, allow you to hire someone who has a degree and who has a job, you know, useful individual creative experience, ideally they also have a social network in their local area that you've helped foster. So that's the reason for supporting Bring It Back, is the investment will come back to you in branding, that you were able to help someone be inspired to go after their dreams. And if you know you have XYZ Corporation next to Bring It Back, and that's what they remember from high school and junior high and the early years of their college, as someone who believed in them and supported them, they're going to have a loyalty to you. And that is something that is invaluable in marketing and corporate branding and loyalty. That you're going to be able to inspire people to be qualified and be ethical and be loyal. So that's where Bring It Back Tour is worth supporting. And it's fun, and they're doing things at a uniform, accepted global standard with other corporate people in a standardized corporate environment. And showing people how they can come in as individuals and meet not only a counterculture standard, but again, a corporate standard.
Here's my understanding of what Inspire is going to look like. It's not going to be just a bus that's cool with a bunch of equipment, right? And you record on it and make a video. Like, it's a straight up show, like an event that's being planned. Like, the bus arrives, and that's just kind of like the icing on the cake. That's the cool toy. Right. What's really happening is you're bringing people to the campus that are going to show these kids how to throw an event, how to, like, you know, I mean, imagine like this bus coming, and it's like, this wouldn't be like a, okay, the bus is here today. It's like, okay, this Friday we're gonna throw a campus party, and it's gonna be like, you know, recording, you know, skate ramps, and I don't know if I'm going too far, like crazy, but like it's gonna be like a full-on event. It'd be like your school dance, you know, with this added element of, you know, professional music and, you know, the students that are involved in that. So it's like there's an academic portion to this. What I'm talking about is it's a relationship not just to the students and for the students, but also for the administration and the teachers, because the teachers need to understand that education is about building culture. If you don't have culture in a classroom or at a school, the lessons that you're trying to teach are going to be difficult to retain. When you have a classroom where everybody is involved in like caring for each other and caring for the subject matter, that's when learning happens. And you know, that's something that's lacking in our school systems. I mean, you have great teachers, a lot of great teachers in classrooms, and have that within their classrooms. But they got to deal with you know, a bureaucracy that, let's face it, has to deal with budgeting and things like that. And, you know, everybody's kind of on a different cloud trying to do their job. But if the culture is suffering as a result of that, then that's hurting. This is hurting the very institution that is, you know, the purpose of that institution, which is to educate and prepare young people for life. So it makes more than enough sense for that to come through something like the Bring It Back Inspire bus. It's bringing the culture to the campus, and not just bringing it and then leaving. It's establishing the culture at the campus, something that the kids and the teachers can continue to build with and build from. So that to me is what it's about. Now, if that actually happened at my school,
you brag to all your friends?
I brag to all my friends,
yeah,
and be like, yeah, you should try to get them at your school. Getting to shoot a music video, getting to be in a professional studio and record a song. Like, these are things that working, starving artists, you know, spend their whole lives trying to do.
That's the reward.
That's the reward in a sense. But it's also something, an experience, a human experience that should be available to everyone that has a dream.
Right.
And that's what the Inspire Tour and everything is about, is showing that the dream is not so far off, so far away.
It's achievable.
Absolutely. And that's what we want to carry over. That's what we want this Inspire Tour to be, is like, look, we're at a stage in life now as artists, as community members, as promoters, as, you know, everything. Like, the technology is getting closer and closer. We should be able to utilize that more. With the internet, I mean, so much is possible. So going around the country, making videos, putting them out there, having a network online with which to distribute everything, and creating a, you better put that on silent, I swear. But really bringing the dream into focus and being like, look, this is possible if you want it.
Get the students involved and inspire them through these type of events and through whatever it is that you can express yourself with, because I know there are people in the world, they might be hiding under a rock because they don't see what's right in front of them, but inspiring people, inspiring kids through this event definitely help identify leaders and people that will get you far in the world.
You have kids that want something. Really what it comes down to is just feeding off of their energy. It does fall on their shoulders to get them exposed to things that they're interested in and really understand what it is that they're a part of. Their energy, their drive, their passion for not just being in the club, but the fact that they want to be part of this. They're just trying to do something good, and it's not even for their own sake. They're not trying to do this to say, oh, I was a part of this and I want people to recognize me for being part of this, and I want my name to be put on a piece of paper and given recognition to. They're not even about that. It's about the fact of they understand that there are certain things in this world that are bigger than them, and they're trying to contribute to that. And that's essentially what we should all be doing. And people should be taking notes from these kids, because in all honesty, when you can put yourself away and take yourself out of the picture and understand that you are part of something bigger, then you can actually put forth that energy and contribute. And that's exactly what they do on a day-to-day basis. It's because of them. The fact that they want to do things, the fact that they want to put hip-hop out there at our school in a whole different perspective than what our adults on campus and even kids understand it as, and know that there's other things bigger than them within hip-hop, and educate people on hip-hop and educate society and contribute to the community as a whole. That's their energy, and people need to understand that and learn from that. I know that we're going to be all right because there's kids like them in the world.
What inspires me? Just everything, man. Life in general, every day, whatever you do, you know. And just keep going, man. The positive thing is just be true to yourself, be loyal to yourself, respect other artists, and that's it, man. You know, don't hate, because there's a lot of hating in this game, graffiti and art, whatever you want to call it. You know, and just, you know, be loyal and true to yourself, man. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
You gotta be on it. I mean, if you ain't on it, then, you know, opportunities pass. You know, I I meet people that you know, have those connects sometimes, and, you know, it's hard to even realize that that's that connect that you need to holler at, you know, so you gotta be on it.
The way to connect is just don't be stuck up.
We gotta connect with each other, I mean, because this is what we all love right here. If you ain't gonna support the thing that helped you grow up, like gave you the idea of who you are, some kind of identity.
Bringing it back to what the culture is really about.
Do it good or don't do it at all, man. You gotta come strong with it.
Right?
Put your heart and soul into it. Hip-hop is where it's at.
Official real hip-hop. It ain't never gonna die, you heard?
Well, my career is a result of the friends and family I have. And so, working on my new album, Gutter Rainbows, I want to make a record that was dedicated to the people who have been in my life, who have really inspired me. And the friends and the family are the people who keep the fire under me.
We're doing a lot of grassroots stuff, working with the younger generation, the older generation, trying to pass on, how these youngsters carry tradition, man, and bring them up the right way, man. And you know, and this is our culture. You know, it's been passed on to us. We live this, and we're trying to make sure it's preserved right.
What are we doing out here?
Legal graffiti.
That's what's up. What do you think about legal graffiti?
Very little.
Very little? What do you think about being creative?
Very much.
And what do you think about how we're inspired and how we can re-inspire others?
I think there's nothing more important than that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I'll come out there to the Bring It Back tour, the Vans Warp tour, you know, and represent. For sure, let's do it.
Do it for the love of the culture, correct?
For the love, hell yeah, always for the love of the culture.
And inspiring these young artists, because we are the leaders.
Yeah, you have to, man. You have to give them love, man. You got to show them what's the deal. That's what it is. It's a blessing, man, because I was inspired too.